This is the engine block finished. And here's the drawing in the book, all right? So once again, if you have a printout of this, it's always good to just go through and just check the dimensions that you have already used. All right, let's go ahead and start a new part. On the top plane, I'm going to start our first sketch, and this is the inside shape. 3.55 diameter, and this is going to be extruded up 5 inches. And then we're going to do another sketch here. Circle here and 45 degrees. This, I believe, is diameter 0.75. I'm going to do one more line here. You guys probably know what I'm already up to here. I'm going to do mirror on all 4 corners. Like so. Okay, this is going to go all the way up. Same thing, 5. I'm just going to say up to surface. And then we're going to add some radii here. These are 0.5. Like so. Okay, good place to start saving. This is engine block. Next, we're going to do a new plane. Offset from the top, 0.125 down. Sketch on that plane. .5. Going to extrude this down 0.125. Other direction. And I'm not going to merge it because I'm going to do a pattern. Okay, and hide this plane first. Linear pattern. I'm going to type in 0.375 for distance. I'm just going to select one of these vertical lines here. And this has, let's see, this is a body. I'm going to click here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope that's right. 8. Okay, there's our fins. I have to go back here. Sorry, I took a look at the drawing. It's 9. I had a feeling it was 9. Okay, so go back and edit that, make it 9. Okay, let me find where our front plane is. Okay, it's right here. So we want to make a cut through here on this end and then the other side as well. So I'm going to do a sketch here. And it doesn't tell you this in the book, but because it doesn't give dimensions, I'm assuming that what we want add a tangency there. We're going to convert this entity to the same thing here. Tangent and trim. And I'm going to trim away all that. I guess once again I could do this cut and then mirror the feature, but I think I'm just going to do it in the sketch if it doesn't get too angry at me. Oops. Good. Okay, this is a cut, and we are going all the way up to right below the second fin. So we want to keep the top two. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's merge these, combine these bodies here. There we go. All right. Now we're going to do the base extrusion. I'm going to flip it back down to this face again. I want to make sure that I've got this in the right orientation. The short sides here are where the cutout is. So don't put this in wrong. Five and a half by 4. And I'm looking for the height, 0.75, up, merge result. And that actually has some fillets around the corners. I could have put that in the sketch, but that's okay. I'll just add them now. Point 0.5. Now we're going to have to add some planes. So from front plane, we're going to do one plane on one side. That is 2.15. And we are going to do another one in the other direction. 2.15 there. On the first plane we created here, which is kind of forward of the front plane, we're going to start on this side and create where the intake is located. This is 1.75 and this is 1.5. The center to the base is 3.1. And let's see, I'm going to do offset bidirectional there. And then I'm going to trim there, delete these. trim this. And just going to put a line right there. Collinear. Okay, I'm going to spin a little bit. Extruded up to the reverse, up to next. Merge result. If it was the same, we could mirror it, but it's not quite the same. On the other side, whoops. On the other side, I'll do a center line first. This is 1.75. And this is also 1.75. And the height, 3.225. And this is going to do something very similar. Up to next, merge result. Okay, so that's your intake side and that's your exhaust side. Now I should have done this maybe in the sketch, but it's not. It's okay. I'm gonna go back to our intake here and I'm gonna do our corners here. I think it's only these four. Yeah, it's those, and then I'm actually going to do these as well. And then there's a smaller one in these little corners right here. These are 0.1 right here and right here. Okay, that's better. We're done with these planes. Let's hide them. Now we're going to put the cylinder bore straight on the top here. This is 2.75, and we have to add a tolerance, 2.75, and then we're going to come here and put a bilateral, and this is 0.00. Let's see, I think it's 0.00. I already lost it on here. Plus 0.002 and minus 0. It's not showing because I need to change that to 3 points past the decimal. Okay. Cut that all the way through to the bottom, through all. There it goes. Okay, mounting holes down on the bottom is next. These are pretty basic. These are just through holes. And I'm going to do some more mirroring here. So I'm going to do all four corners. No, I'm going to put a hole, something like that. These are diameter of 0.397. 3 inches across the short side. And 4.5 on the long side. Mirror. cut up to surface here. And now we have some tapped holes to add. So let's look at the drawing again. Right here, we're going to start on this end. We've got this call out right here, 4 times diameter 0.213 with a depth of 0.607. And then we have that tapped quarter 28 with a depth of 0.5. So we're going to do all of that, and we're going to do it in 2 things. We're actually going to do a regular hole, and then we're going to tap it. So 2 different things. Okay, so let's go to this face, and I'm going to do my mirror lines here. And I'm just going to make regular holes. And I don't want to, not quite sure if they're in those corners or not. No, let's see. 1.25 across the center. And 1 here. Okay, this is diameter 0.213. Okay, so mirror. These are going in a depth of 0.607. Okay, now that we have those, we're going to tap those. So we're going to go to Hole Wizard. We're going to do a tap. These are quarter 28s. And depth is 0.5. So for positions, let's see, like that. These look weird when they go in, but they work out. Okay, now we have our tapped holes. Okay. Similar thing for the other side. Mirror lines. You start to see a pattern here. Anytime there's a mirror, take advantage of it. Okay, I'm just gonna do the diameter first this time, just to switch it up a little bit. 0.213. And these are 1.25 in both directions off the center. 1.25 and 1.25. Okay, same thing. Mirror. Mirror. Cut to a depth of 0.6607, same as last time. And these are also quarter 28s, so this should have saved that from last time. Quarter 28, yes, 3D sketch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, make sure it has that little line around it, otherwise it's not done right. You're gonna have to go back and figure out what happened on that. Okay, we've got some, look at the drawing again. What we're gonna do next is see the little ring on the inside here. On both sides, you've got that one and then that one. So we're gonna do those. You can see there's another call out here. On this side, it's a 1-inch through, and then it has 1.260 at a depth of 0.125. And then you can see there's some other dimensions here for this one. So I think we'll start with the intake side. We'll start with this one over here. We're going to do a through hole to the center of the bore right here. And then we're going to do a second cut. It's this diameter just down this depth. Okay, so intake side, sketch. What I'm going to do here is I want it right here in the middle. So I'm just going to do one simple thing. I'm going to put a diagonal in there. That puts me right in the center. This is diameter 0.75. And we're going to do a cut. And we're going to go up to next. Only goes to there, does not continue through. Okay, let's go back and we'll do our other one. Same thing, sketch on this surface. This time we can just share the center of that hole. And this is 1.01, depth of 0.125. Okay, there we go. So we got that one done. Now we go to the other side. Similar procedure. I'm going to do diagonal, that point to here. Our through hole first is 1 inch. Extruded cut up to next. Let's double check. Looks good. All right. Go back here. New sketch. Center of this circle. Don't do the other one. And this is 1.26. And that has a depth, I believe, of also 1.25. Yes. 1.25. Okay. It looks wrong, but that hole, if you look at the drawing, that hole looks just like that. It does not line up this way. Okay? Always double check against your drawing. Now we need to do the mounting holes that are on the top. Let's see right here. This is what we're doing next. These guys right here are through, well, not through holes. This is our regular hole down this distance, and then here's our tap down this distance. Two features just like we did before. Sketch on this surface. Mirror lines. Okay, I'm gonna just hover over there so I can get that right in that spot. Okay, it's got a coincidence. That's what I want. .272 mirror. Cut 0.834, I think. 0.834, right? Okay, hole wizard. This is another straight tap. This is 5/16 24 and a depth of 0.625. Positions 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Got those in. Okay, now we are going to add this intake vent hole. You can see it right here. It's right here if we're looking at the bottom, all right? So 1.75 from the center over here. And then next we have to find out what the diameter of that is. So hopefully in a second I will, there it is, 0.375. And that goes and stops right there. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's make sure we got it on the right side. This has got to go, the hole's got to go through here, not the exhaust side. So when I do our sketch here, yeah, that's great. It flipped on me. So it gets confusing. Sometimes you can turn on your display. Shoot, still doesn't. That doesn't help me. This is the intake side. Okay, so that is what I want. So what I'm going to do, it's just really hard to see, but I'm just going to do that while I'm in this view, and then I'm just going to arbitrarily put a circle here. Now I'm going to turn my shading back on, and I'm going to do this whole 0.375, and it is, I had it, 1.75. Okay, extruded cut up to, wonder if it'll do up to next. Yes, up to next. There it goes. We are almost done. We've got to add some chamfers down here at the bottom. This edge here and this edge. So below fillet here, we're going to do chamfer. And I'm going to find that dimension here in a second. 0.125. And that's here. And right there. Okay. It's supposed to look like that. Okay, now we've got some fillets to add. There's a lot, so take a moment to look those over and figure out how you're going to break those down. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, whoops, not that one, 0.05. And I'm just going to do some of these. Let's see, I'm going to do this edge first, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yeah, that's good for fillet 1. We're going to break these up a little bit. 0.05 as well on this one. I'm going to do these edges here. If we don't do these in the right order, it's not gonna follow the line right. And you'll learn that over time, the more modeling you do. Okay, I'm gonna see if it'll mirror this over. It may not want to do it. I'm gonna see. Oh, I keep pressing the same thing. Mirror, mirror plane, right plane, features to mirror, fillet 6. No, it didn't. There it goes. Okay, so I got that one. Okay, more fillets to add. We've got all these different faces and stuff in here to do as well. How did I do that last time? I think. Come on. Face. Okay, I think that does it. So if I do these faces, it rounds, you can see where it goes and goes up to that. Those are like the bottom edges. Let's see. I'm not going to do that one yet. And because I already selected those, it's not going to mirror. So I'm just going to have to manually go in and do the same thing over here. You might have to give the computer, nope. Might have to give the computer a second to catch up. Come on, come on. Okay, that looks pretty good for that feature. It's already going pretty slow. Okay, now we got to do the fins themselves. Same thing, 0.05. I'm hoping, there it goes. Okay, you're gonna have to do all of these guys, and this doesn't mirror well. I tried last time, so this is kind of tedious. I know there's got to be a faster way to do it, but this is kind of, I normally don't have this many fillets to do, so this is kind of rare. Ooh, didn't like that last one. That's not good. I'm gonna delete that last one out. Oh, it's because I haven't done this yet. Wonder if it'll let me do that edge. And then this. Nope, it doesn't like that face. Okay, I'm gonna delete that out. We might need to go back. Okay. So, same thing over here. I'm gonna stop the video. You get the point. You just go one at a time. Okay, I have finished up all these sides here. I'm gonna go back to this fillet, and I'm gonna see if I can add this edge here and this edge here. And I might as well do this one too. And I think we can do that face. Goes all the way around there. We're not doing that mounting face. See how slow the computer's running? Gonna do this one here. It's gonna wrap all the way around there. And we want to do this, this, and this. Do not round any of these edges right here. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to go back and see if on that last one that we did a second ago, if we can add this fillet here. So this is fillet 8. And I'm going to go in here and I'm hopefully, see if it'll let me select the face. Yay. Okay. See how the order is important for these things? Okay. So now we've got all those edges. It's a lot of fillets. Make sure you're saving because your computer could crash. Okay, so I went through and I checked the drawing, kind of went through, and there's still a very good chance that I forgot a fillet somewhere, and I did actually. This edge gets a fillet as well, so I could just do another fillet and add another feature. However, it's going to be nice to kind of keep it in kind of a family. So I'm going to go back to that fillet here. and edit that feature. And then I'm just going to select this edge. I'm going to make sure that the holes don't get rounded. I don't want to select the face because I don't want the holes. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now we're just going to add the material. This is cast alloy steel. And the lighting's a little weird, but yeah, when you have your, once again, you have your real view graphics turned on, you can see what that looks like. Okay, that's it. To learn more about our program, check us out at fvcc.edu, and for more tips and tricks, subscribe to this channel.